Hello everyone. Today what we're going to do is we're going to show you a Euro 2.0 floor plan. What we're going to show you one in is a Ford Transit, and this is the 148. The Euro 2.0 is available in the 148 Extended if you like. If you do opt for an Extended as your base platform, what you're going to see is you're going to see a north-south facing bed as opposed to an east and west. You're also going to see slightly longer countertops and a slightly wider shower. So depending on what your base platform is, you'll see things shift just a little, but not a whole lot. Now, before we jump into the actual build on the inside, let's hit some of the exterior features on this particular build here. All right, so this particular client, one of the things they opted to do was a lift kit. Now, there are a wide variety of different options for lifting your Transit, but this particular client opted to go with the Quigley lift. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Quigley, Quigley is one of the companies that allows you to maintain your factory angles, and as a result of maintaining all those factory angles, you don't void your Ford warranty. So that's just a little tidbit for you guys on Quigley. One of the other things that the client did opt for is an upgrade in their tire package. So they did swap out from the stock tires to a BFG KO3 all-terrain tire. And that's going to allow them to have a little bit more grip on some of the roads they're planning to adventure on. Most of our clients will generally opt for an upgrade in wheel package at that time as well, but this particular client chose to stay with the stock wheels. So you can see that here. Now, in this particular build, the client didn't opt for a rack, but there is 355 watts of solar up there, as well as the max air fan all installed. Now, if a client does need a rack, we do those as well, along with side ladders and different types of attachments, but we always tailor that to the need of the client and also their budget. And one other thing that comes standard on our builds is a nice little porch light and easily accessible right at the inside of the door there. So let's go ahead and take a look at this Euro 2.0. All right, so now we're in the Euro. Now this is the Euro 2.0, meaning we've upgraded a few features from our original version. And the original version was originally inspired by those over in Europe. They've been doing van life for a lot longer than those of us in North America, so we took a lot of inspiration from what they've already developed and designed and incorporated into this. Now, this floor plan is designed to hit off a number of key features. So one being, it comes with a galley, comes with dinette, comes with a shower, toilet, bed, and also has a garage. And it's kind of designed to be based around 2 people. But we do have the ability to make it available for 3 to 4 passengers by converting the bench seat into a broad arrow seat folding bed, and you can either go the single or the double. Now, what we want to do is break down every single section and kind of give you guys a little bit of an overview in each of those. And what we're going to do right now is start off in the dinette. Now here's the dinette in the Euro build. Now the dinette is originally designed for 2 people while utilizing the swivel of the driver's seat. Now you do have the ability to extend that to seating 3 or 4 individuals, depending on whether you want to opt for a broad arrow, single or double. And the neat thing about opting to the broad arrow seat is they come with seat belts, so you have the ability to haul more people on your adventures. Now the cool thing about the table right here, it's set up like this if you're just going to use it for 2 individuals. Now if you do want to extend that so you've got a little bit more room and maximize using the passenger swivel here, you do have a roto table by Libert to be able to expand the table and reach another individual. So really slick system that we like incorporating into some of our builds to just give a little bit more space. Now the table is also set up on a pin rail, so you have the ability to adjust your table one way or another to be able to get in and out. What you'll also see in most of our builds is that you've got 120, and then you also have USB and USB-C outlets right here by the table. Now that is designed so that you can work from your laptop or you can charge your devices. So if you just want to have, you know, your phone being charged while you're either driving or you just are hanging out, doesn't necessarily have to be on the table, but we do have little nooks throughout the build to be able to tuck the phones kind of up out of the way so they're not just sliding around on a table. Now, one thing that you'll see is we've got a nice big broad arrow window right here. We've got broad arrow windows throughout the build, and one of the reasons we love the broad arrow window is that it comes with a blackout curtain. Now, why that's important is you don't have to have additional storage elsewhere to do the magnet-based covers that you see in a lot of van builds. This mitigates needing that, and you just can pull this up when you want privacy. and it also comes with a bug screen. Now the cool thing about the broad arrow windows as well is they're all dual paned acrylic, so you've got an insulated window, and insulation is huge for us, especially being in Canada where we want to be a true four-season builder, and that includes your windows as well. Now the neat thing is that these are awning style, so in the event that you're outside and getting a little bit of rain, or maybe that rain is coming in a little horizontal because of some wind, you can still leave your windows open and you don't have to worry about water getting in like you would having a sliding window. So another nice feature that we enjoy with the broad arrow. Now, one of the things you'll see right above me is we've got our light here. All of our lights are on a dimmer system, so you have the ability just to touch this to turn it on or off, or hold your finger there and then dim the light. And then you can just press again, and then you have the ability to brighten that back up. And right above that, you'll see that we have some upper cabinets, and we've got upper cabinets throughout this build to house a little bit of storage. And then this particular one above me is also the electrical hub, which we'll show and talk about a little later on. But what we want to do is jump into the galley now and talk about that. Now that we're in the galley, one of the cool things about the galley and how much counter space you have or don't have is based off of the platform that you choose to go with. Now we try and maximize as much as we can. Now if you have a 148 extended, you're going to end up with a longer galley right here in countertop and a little bit more storage underneath. But if you are building the Euro 2.0 into a regular 148, you've got a few different options right here. Now this particular client went with a single burner stove, and they opted for the Ravati sink. You do have the ability to do a single burner or a dual burner with a built-in sink, and that's available by Dinette. And then we've also had some clients that opt for no stove, and what they choose to do is just go the Ravati sink, and then they choose to cook outside. So depending on how you want to use this, we'll tailor it to your needs. Now this is kind of a small setup right here, but there's a cool additional features we've built in to give you that counter space that's always needed when you're doing food prep. We've got the flip up table right here for storing things, and then we've got an additional pull out right here to be able to give you a nice big L shape to do most of your work for prepping food, or when your food's cooked and ready to go, you can set it down on there. Now what we'll jump into right below the sink is your gray water system. So the beauty of the 20-liter Comet system and tied into your sink is this is where your gray water goes, and it quickly unscrews to be able to go and dump that. And then it just screws back together when you need to insert it and put it away and hook it back up. Now what you'll see right here is we've got our dimmer lights accessible, so you can come in and you can turn your lighting system on, and those are quick, easy on-off. You'll also see we've got additional switches here. So this one right here is to turn your hot water tank on, and this is also for your circular fan. We also have USB and USB-C accessible from your counter here, along with 120, so you can do other accessories for cooking. Now, one of the things you're going to notice is we've got a wide variety of different drawers throughout, so that you've got lots of storage for all of your cookingware and additional food. What you're going to see right here is the Vitro Frigo Slim 90 fridge freezer combo. The cool thing about this is you've got a freezer that's built in here, also includes a nice little ice pack, and you've got a wide variety of different shelving, and then below that you've got a spot for your produce so it stays nice and cool and crisp without that going bad. And then right here you've got some little slides as well to allow for some specialty drinks or some condiments right there. Now, one of the things that we have done is we know that with a fridge, it's nice to be able to have that higher rather than lower. It's easy to be able to see your food as opposed to be down like this trying to access things when it's time to get your stuff. So you're going to notice that's just part of this floor plan that we've incorporated here. And one other thing we're going to take a look at right here is the Webasto heater. So this is where your thermostat is for controlling your temperature in the winter. And this is tied in to your diesel system or your gas system, depending on what kind of platform you are on. And this is the Evo 40. And then right above, you're going to see that we do have a microwave. This is available if you guys would like it. If you choose not to utilize a microwave, then you do have the ability to just have it as a cabinet, or you can have that completely removed and provide yourself a little bit more headspace. And nice little thing here is we've got a small little spot for either your phone or some spices or whatever you want to have quick access to as well below this cabinet. Now what we're going to do is have a look at the shower. All right, so in a Euro 2.0, what you're going to find is that you get a dedicated shower as opposed to just using the shower that's off the back. Now the neat thing about this is that we do have a built-in 60-liter gray water tank below this that's accessible from the outside for draining it, so you can go to a dump station and do that. The other thing is that you get privacy, not only for your shower, but you also get privacy for utilizing the washroom or the restroom here. Now, the toilet is removable. It can come out, so when you are showering, it's not taking up that vital space for being able to shower. Your shower system right here, you've got an easy on-off switch, and then you've also got your thermostat right here for adjusting and controlling the water temperature. The shower itself does have a removable shower head, so you've got the ability to really rinse off after a long day. And then you've also got a nice privacy curtain that closes just like so. Locks in place and then unlocks and slides back. Now, one other feature that we did for this particular client that we built in is actually a mirror, and that comes out right here. So I've got the ability to just see how they look before they roll out of their camper van. Now what we're going to do is jump up on into the bed. Now the neat thing that we've built or incorporated into the cabinetry is actually your step to get into the bed. So that pulls out like this. It's on heavy duty drawer slides. It's got a lock so it doesn't slide on you. And then you have the ability just to step on and then jump up into bed. Now in the bed, what you're going to see is where we've got the east-west sleeping bed right here. Now this is because we're in a 148. Now if you do get the 148 extended version, you're going to have the ability to have a longer platform, and therefore you can do a north-south facing bed. Now if you desire to have a little bit more room in an east-west bed, right now you're getting 6 feet of mattress right here, and that's partially because of the bump outs that we do right here into our wall system. But if you need more space than that, because you're going to maintain that 148, we can do flares, and the flares will give you an additional 6 inches, so you can end up, right now we're sitting at a 6-foot bed, you have the ability to go 6'6" if you decide to opt for flares. Now for reference, I'm 5'10", and I can get in here nice and comfortably and have lots of space. Now the other thing you're going to notice is right above me here, we've got these sloped a little differently to be able to optimize still having upper cabinets, but not having them interfere with you guys potentially hitting your head. And we've got a nice little shelf below. That is a good place to be able to store items like your iPhone or, you know, car keys, wallet, things like that. And each of these lights that you see here, there is a USB attachment built right in, so you can still charge your device. These are all adjustable for every individual, and you have the ability to just touch and turn them on and off that way. And on this side here, you're going to notice that we do have a window built in. It's another broad arrow window, and it allows for good circulation of airflow at night or during the day, because we've got the max air fan right above me that provides 10 speeds for either pulling air in or out, whichever you prefer, or however you want to adjust your airflow. But a nice system to get airflow this way, or you can open this window and the window up front and get a nice cross breeze that goes all the way through your van. So great ways to circulate. Now we want to show you guys the garage underneath. Now here at the garage, we've got a nice big open space garage in this particular build. Now the neat thing about that is you're going to notice that we've got L-tracks, so you've still got the ability to attach bike mounts or things of that nature, so you can haul bikes if you like, but it's also just a great way to secure any loose items that might be floating around so they're not bouncing around when you drive. Now the cool thing about this particular build and having a dedicated platform like this is we do have an opening and an access door from the front hallway, so you can still access underneath the garage if you want to be able to store your clothes or a duffel bag or anything like that. You can just keep it nice and close to the door and then access it from the front. Now on this particular side of the vehicle, this is where your water system is. Inside here, we've got a 68-liter freshwater system. It's a large tank, but this is also where you have the ability to access your plumbing, so that in the winter when you want to be able to blow out your system, you can do that from right here and winterize it and make sure you don't end up with any frozen lines. Right above that here is where you have your fill. So this is where you do your fresh water. You just twist this open and lift, and then you run a specialty hose that we provide you to be able to fill and top that up. And then right here is where the Sobo shower is. It's a nice little system where you attach your hose and you have the ability to turn your water on by twisting the hose along with adjusting the water temperature for that. Now, what you're going to see right below that is you've got a nice light switch here, so you can still light everything up underneath and see everything that's deep in the back. And then one of the things you can do if you choose to shower out the back instead of on the inside, we do have a roll-off shower curtain that goes between the doors and provides you guys privacy that way. Or you can just simply use the shower for hosing the dog off or your feet off, whatever it might be. So a good little system. Now we're going to jump to the other side. All right, so on this side, we've got our electrical system. Now this particular client went with a stage 2 electrical based off of their needs. On the inside here, they're utilizing AGM batteries and they have 240 amp hour battery storage and capacity. Now the cool thing about this is that this electrical system has the ability to stay topped up in 3 different ways. You've got solar power to stay topped up, and this client's got 355 watts on the roof. You've also got the ability to use shore power, so that's where you can plug in to any 120 outlet. So whether you're at a campground or you're at your house and you just want to top things up before a trip, you can plug in there. And then you also have the ability that while you're driving, your alternator sends power to the back and charges things up as well. So you've got a lot of great resources to keep your batteries topped up, depending on what you're doing. Now, one other thing that we want to note is the way that you access this electrical system was right above the dinette in one of the cupboards where you've got your main hub that you're able to turn things on and off. You have the ability to use it as kind of like a main breaker where you can adjust your whole electrical without needing to come to the back. Now at the back, you're also going to notice, like we have throughout our entire build, as additional spots for you to charge things up. So you do have access to 120 here. You've got access to USB, USB-C, and then on the back we also have a 12-volt cigarette plug to be able to top items or charge items that way. Now what we want to do is also show you guys what we've got on the rear doors here. So on the back of the doors, we've got the Van Essential storage system. The neat thing about this is you've got a wide variety of different options. So you can just opt for like the lower portion. If you have a windowless van, you can opt for the middle. And if you happen to have a high roof like we do in this build, then you can have upper storage as well. Now, the nice thing about all of this is there's nice ways to tuck items in. They've all got ways to still tighten everything off. So you've got binoculars, you can have your gaiters, gloves, you can put recovery gear in here. We've got ice cleats right here. The other cool thing about this is not only is it good to be able to access things from the back, but when your doors are closed and you're lying up in your bed, you have the ability to store your books up here, maybe a water bottle, things like that, where you just don't want that maybe in the cabinets. You can have it accessible from there and from your bed. Thanks again for having a peek at the Euro 2.0 floor plan. If you'd like to learn more about that particular floor plan itself, we'll leave a link in the description. We're also going to leave a link in the description for this particular build. So if you'd like to learn more about the specs this client had or any of the other features or see a full gallery of this, feel free to click on either of those links. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching.